Hello there, YouTube subscribers, and I want to say thank you very much for everyone that is subscribing to this channel. We got some new subscribers since last week, which is very awesome, and thank you very much. And if you do like what you see here, please subscribe. Today in the video, I'm going to spend some extra time since it's fall break on halls. Not going to buff or burnish halls today, but we're going to spend some extra time on some cleaning around the edges and different things. And I want to apologize right up front. The angle when I'm doing the mop machine stuff is just not good. I didn't have my camera tilted down far enough. I'm going to do a video later on, maybe during Christmas break holidays when I've got more time to spend more time explaining more about floor scrubbers and mop machines, and we'll get into checking the batteries and how to charge one correctly and checking filters and stuff like that. So again, I want to apologize for the angle, but it is what it is. And so I hope you gain something out of this today, just a little bit more, because what you do to your schools during the holidays and when you have them extra times really makes a difference. Because when you walk in a building and you look at a hallway, especially entryway and things like that, that is your first impression that people get of what the custodial staff is doing in the school. And it really has an effect. You know, if you look in a corner and it's got cobwebs and it's got, you know, where you've pushed dirt up in the corner with a dust mop and it's just kind of got left there, you know, kind of leaves a little, man, this place is nasty. But the little things you do make a lot of difference, and it makes your job easier throughout the day. So hope you enjoy what you see. Have a great day. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clear our hall out for a really good mopping and cleaning. Just going to push garbage cans in classrooms. Hang these breakfast bags up out of the way. And if you don't know what these are breakfast bags. We have breakfast in the classroom. Yeah. We have what they call second chance breakfast. And kids eat in the classrooms. And it's just a really nice mess. Milk spills, grape juice. It's just a very interesting thing if you've never had breakfast in the classrooms. But I roll any rugs up, anything that's in the hall, because these are my bathrooms. Just try to roll everything up that's in the halls and get the halls really cleared out, where I can do edges and just really do a really good cleaning. Okay, after we have our halls cleaned out, what I like to do is I like to take a broom and get it in my corners, because my hall is full of these columns that has been sheetrocked around. So I have a lot of corners in my hall, and in daily dust mopping, you know, I'm not always able to get up in them corners like I want to. So what I do is I do this whole hall is I sweep my edges. I sweep my edges out, and when I come back with my big dust mop, you know, I'm able to pick what I sweep away from the wall up. Now that we've got our edges swept out, I'm going to dust mop. And you notice I'm staying away from the wall just a little bit over there. Is because I swept that out with a broom, and I don't want to push any of this dirt off this dust mop back up around that edge. And you may be pondering the question in your head, did I use dust mop treatment? No, I did not use dust mop treatment. Since we went from oil-based to water-based, I don't use dust mop treatment anymore, because the water-based just seems to me, it just streaks the floor. And I've tried lightening up, spraying my dust mop with it, and it just seems to streak the floor and make the dust mop want to just not act right. So I just dust mop, and I haven't had any problems. With as much traffic as we have, it really doesn't matter because they're going to get dirty really quick. Okay, now that I've dust mopped my halls, get this picked up, and this ain't too bad for a day. I didn't dust mop Friday before I left because I knew I was working during fall break, and I was going to be making these videos, so I kind of waited and did other stuff instead. Okay, I'm going to mop these halls with an automatic scrubber, floor machine, mop machine, whatever you prefer to call it. But before I do that, I'm going to mop my edges, take my foot, just get up in the corners, get that dirt out. Get these edges nice and clean. It's something you don't have to do all the time because there's not as much traffic against the wall. Yes. Okay, this water right here is just from the edges themselves. And you may not can tell how dirty it is, but it's just pretty dirty. Not sand, it's stuff in there. Ew. Okay, this is our automatic floor scrubber. This is a new machine that we haven't had very long at all. And all automatic floor scrubbers or mop machines run basically the same. It's just sometimes the controls and things are in different places. You're going to see me do something in this video, and that is, since the machine's not running, I leave the vacuum on and I take this hose and I raise the squeegee up where you have trash, hair, and different things, and I always pick it up and I suck that up, and I will demonstrate that as I go. Okay, I'm not going to go into every detail about a mop machine or automatic scrubber. I may do that in a later video on how to change pads, how to clean the filters, how to properly charge batteries, how to properly check battery water level if you have acid batteries. But what I want to do is just basically show you how to run an automatic scrubber. And you think, well, how hard can it be? And if you already know how to run one, you realize that they're not that hard. My kids run these things. Here at school, actually, I'm going to put a clip of them running this machine right here in this video. So, first things first is you got to figure out how the front pad goes down. And this works whether you have a square scrub machine or a circular type machine. And we have square machines here, which I really missed that this one's not, because it's really nice for getting up in the corners. But this particular machine right here has a lever that you let down with your foot and lock the pad in place. Okay? And this pad here has a transmission, so it's not pad driven. Some machines are pad driven. It pulls with a pad and you have to manually push it a little bit. As long as the pad's pulling, it pulls easy. But this one here has a transmission, and this machine right here will run about as fast as you want to walk. But you don't want to run them too fast because you're not going to get a very efficient job. All right, after you let the pad down, the second thing you want to do is let the squeegee down. Now, some machines automatically, the vacuum will start when you let the squeegee down. But this particular model right here, it does it. I start it manually. So this machine here will not put out water unless the pad is turning in its own, which I really like. And I set my water level to about halfway to 3/4 of a way when I'm just doing regular mopping, okay? And I set my speed. If I was going close to the wall with my edges, and I've already mopped around the edges with a hand mop, but I'm gonna go ahead and go around my edges with the machine because I've got my corners, but I want to do that because you've seen how dirty that water was, and any dirty water that I put back on the floor, I want to get that up. These machines have a wheel that are run next to the baseboard. You notice it does not have a wheel on the left side, but it has a wheel on the right side. That is where it can rattle on the baseboard. Now, word of warning about these wheels. If you rattle on the baseboard very much, you're going to get a line on that baseboard. We had a machine that we had at another time that the wheel here ran up above the baseboard, and these sheetrock walls, we had a line all the way across the walls. And as you can see, we have murals painted all over these walls, and they paid a lot of money to have these murals painted. This is throughout the school this way, and they don't want us running lines along their wall. And I will give you a tour of that in a later video as well. So first thing is I'll let the pad down. I'm starting at a starting point at the end of the hall. The reason I do that is if my pad is not already wet, I kind of start and make a turn. By the time I get there at a good starting point to go down the hall, my pad's wet, and when I get back to this point, I move over the width of the machine, and I keep doing that till I make all the passes down the hall, and that lets me know where I've been. So in order to get this machine started, pad's down, squeegee's down, water's on. This makes the machine go. When I pull it forward, I push it back, it makes it go in reverse. Basically all your transmission driven machines are that way. Some of the machines that go in reverse, you have to push a little white button or a button somewhere in this area, but this machine here, you just push that back, which I really don't like that on this machine because I've got where I have to remember to cut this machine off when I'm in the closet filling it up with water, and I have run over myself with it by accidentally bending over, filling with a hose or something, bumping that, and yeah, get on top of you. So what I'm going to do, cutting it on, and we'll mop this a little bit. I just want to give you somewhat of an idea how long my hall is. Not my hall. We have 4 halls this length. That's a set of stairwells right there. And we're going to take this upstairs. There are 4 halls exactly this size in this school building. So here we go. before I put on the elevator. Another hall, another building. That's the old building. It used to be the back of the school. They added all this monstrosity onto it. That building up there was built in the 60s. This one I'm in right here was built in 2001 when it was completed. It's actually when I started here. And I'm gonna be a brave soul today and ride the elevator. Has been known to get stuck. Maybe not today. We have a elementary school side, 3rd and 4th grade side. We have a primary school side, which is 1st and 2nd grade. This floor that I'm going on has 26 classrooms. They're smaller rooms. Mine has 17, which they are bigger rooms. About a room and a half compared to these up here. Yeah, same layout. All right, back to the good old mop machine. All right, after you get done and you put your mop machine back where it belongs, cut off the power. Always, always, always raise the lid and let it air out. Never leave water, dirty water in your machine, because it will smell like rotten eggs. It will stink like sewage, very offensive odor. And if you wash this thing out and take care of it, it'll take care of you. This one's been used a good bit today, so we're going to plug it up. This one has an onboard battery charger. Most of the new ones now have this. If not, you'll know it. It'll have a place to plug in a battery, but this one's very, very, very easy to use. And you'll hear it click, maybe. It's always a good idea to keep your mop machine in a place where you charge it and different things to keep it cool, so the battery will last a long time. The crazy thing about this machine is I've been trying to figure out what this is for. Is this for carrying a bowl of soup and, drink, so you can kind of eat soup and have a beverage while you mop the floor? Guess so. Anyway, there you have it. Basics of running a mop machine and taking care of it. Well, thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe below. And this elevator ride. Anyway, got the halls put back together after we've got done mopping and everything, and the extra mopping we done around the edges and things today. We was able to take our time because kids are not here on fall break. And got the cans back out of the hall, got the carpets back where they go, rugs, and everything ready. Have everything ready for the kids to come back to school tomorrow, so we can go out there and empty some garbage, sweep some floors, clean some bathrooms, because you know what? In about 5 minutes, we get to do it again. Have a great rest of your holiday.